Well, ladies and gents, I'm sorry, but my camera decided to close down halfway through making it. So the signatures are in anyway. All of the signatures are in, and Dougie has decided he's going to run and jump all over the place. So as you can see, we've got our stitches done now, and all of our pages are inside. Okay, so now what we need to do, a bit of glue stuck on the edge there, that's going to irritate me. So now what we need to do is have a couple of clips ready and some glue. Okay, so we want to make sure that we've got this the right way up, which we have. And then we're going to put a nice layer of glue all the way around this. Now again, you could use the Fabri-Tac for this. Douglas, shut up. Just making sure we've got plenty on that string. There we are. And then all we're going to do is make sure that we line this up where we want it. On our spine. And then I am going to use the clips here to secure the top. Make sure that's down nice and straight. Don't worry about any glue coming out of the edge because we can cover that up if worse comes to worst. I'm just going to slide that over there. And then what I like to do is just hold this down for a second or two just to allow the glue to catch. Okay. And then I let the pages fall to the center, and we're just going to press that down also. All right. Just making sure that, sorry, head's in the way, making sure that the edges are where we want them, and we will leave that to dry. Once it is dry, we can then work on the inside of the book and the closure and decoration. So I'm just going to put that to the side to dry, and we're going to have a quick look through all my ephemera and see what we want to use. So everything in here is pre-made ephemera, from pockets and envelopes to belly bands to journal cards to tags. Okay, now there are lots and lots of tags and things that go with this kit, but I'm going to show you that you can mix and match. So for this particular kit, which is, you know, herbs and plants, I'm going to pick some tickets. These were bought from Shen, I believe. Quite a few of these are butterfly ones, which I'm not overly keen on for this particular project, so we don't want those. This one is quite nice. It has some plants on, and these are actually stickers, so we can use these as decoration as well as ephemera. Quite liking the brighter colours in this set. That would be a nice one. And again, I don't want them massively bright, just brighter than the dullest ones in this particular set. That's enough of those ones. That's a bug belly band, we don't want that for this one. think that one would be quite nice, and perhaps that one. So that's those there. Right, these are all my envelopes and pockets. I'll just put this to the side for a second. Right, I don't want these envelopes. Don't want any of those. That would go quite nicely. So if I pick this one will do. We're just going to look at the colours and things. I don't think those match. Any of those. These are Edith Holden pieces that were scraps that I've turned into little mini pockets, which we don't need. I totally got these back to front. This one is just a plain gold envelope. Some other bits there. Too bright, not the right colour, not the right colour. I think that one would work quite nicely, and I have a few of those. So I might put 3 for one for each signature. I've already got one of those, but perhaps I could do the 2. This tuck spot is from the kit, so we can use that. It's just a plain envelope. Don't need those. Some more here from the kit, so we can use those ones. We've got a couple of plain pockets there that would work quite nicely. And then we've just got envelopes. I don't want to use any of those. So we're going to need more pockets by the looks of things, or tuck spots. I know there are more in the kit, so I will most likely do some more fussy cutting and things to go with those. So we've got some tickets and we've got some pockets there. Again, this is a good reason to have things pre-made, because you can go through that before you start making other stuff for other projects. Lift these out of the way. Chuck all those in there. Right. Journal cards and random large pieces of ephemera. So this is a no, it's a no. I mean, this would work in here as a piece of ephemera. So we could use one of those. The rest, not so much. That would likely work. And the majority of these things, oh my goodness, Douglas, quite like that. A lot of these things have been cut out of other books and made into journal cards and tags. No, Douglas, I don't want to play at the moment. No. So we're just going to have a little flick through and see if there is anything we want to use. I apologise. Douglas is 8 months old and a menace, aren't you? Yes. That might be quite nice in there. And just because we pick them out doesn't mean we have to use them either. These are all shop bought journal cards, which I don't want to use in this one. Not those ones, anyway. That one would work, that little mini one. As with that. No, thank you, Douglas. That would work. Now these are more of those mini pages that I have cut up and done stuff on the back for. So these might be nice to slot in as extra pieces of writing paper. So let's pick a few of these, perhaps ones that we haven't got already. We can decorate these up if we want to, but to be honest, they're quite nice to just slot in. That one, that one, that one. And you can put as much or as little ephemera in as you want. There's no wrong or right way, and you don't have to put ephemera in at all if you don't want to. No reason why you have to do these things. Right, so that's those. These are Tim Holt's journal cards that are just thicker card, so you can put them in as they are. That one I would do. That one not so much. That one I would do. These are nice alternatives if you're just getting into journal making and you want ideas on how things would look. This works quite well. That's those, and I know none of those are going to be of any use. So that pile go back in. This does start to get rather fiddly and a bit of a pain in the bottom, so I will apologise. I'm just going to quickly go through what I've got and see. Now, as I'm going through them, you'll probably see some and think, Raven, use that, use that. I'm going on my own personal preference here. So these ones have got lots of pinks and purples on, which doesn't really match our piece of paper here. So they're not going to work. No, thank you, Douglas. These are all pre-made ones again that I've bought and cut up and done this, that and the other with. What's this at the back that I'm feeling? And so these are little tickets. That one would work. That would work. Douglas has found a shoe, so he's decided to run around with that. As I said, there's no right or wrong way. You decide for yourself what's going to work and what isn't. That's that pile. I go through this quite often, so I know what I have and have not got. Put that down. Without everything falling out. And we've got some other little things there I want to look at in a second. These are all of the little pre-made ones that I don't want to use, as are those. These are Stamperia papers that I've cut up and backed to make tags. These are all foxy ones. That would work okay. Most of these are bugs, which I don't necessarily want to use. That one. These are little printed library cards, which I don't need to use in this one. No. These are all pre-made. So no to those. Stick all of those back in. That one would work. That would work. No. And these were from the last bit. We can all go back over there. And then I've got some of these which are from the kit that are little herb envelopes. I think we could do a lavender and a cinnamon, a basil and a sage. So I think that will be plenty of those. Tags now. Without them flying about everywhere, so we're just going to move these over. So we're just picking these for now. We're not going to be gluing them in. We'll do that in the next video. We're just picking some out for now, okay? These are all fox ones, so we don't want those. A lot of these are made by myself or my daughter. Nice kingfisher, doesn't really go though. And again, these are all made from images out of big books that I've used the covers for, so I make sure I reuse every single part of a book if I'm going to use them. That one will be okay. That one would be okay. These are all bugs. Split this down a bit more so it's a bit easier to manage. Some of my ephemera there, my digital kit. These are just plain tags, but I think I might do 3 of those and we can decorate those up in the next video. And the reason I've got so many bug ones in here is purely because I've been thinking of making another entomology journal. All those from the back. This was a random piece of card that came with the sticky tags. Quite like that. I'll put those with that. Pick one of those. And just because I'm picking them out doesn't mean we'll use them all. We're just looking for ones that are gonna fit nicely with the theme. Which in this instance is plants and herbs and the like. This is a little specimen card one, quite like that. I need to make some more of those actually at some point. I've got those. And we've got some of these that are from the kit that I have backed with other like double-sided printed. And I've got lots and lots and lots of these, so we're not going to use them all. And you can see here that this is the same image, okay? So when I say to you about printing on a good quality matte photo paper or the brochure paper, this is why, okay? This is normal copy paper, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But this is how it looks when it's printed on matte photo paper or presentation paper. The image is much clearer and brighter, and I can use both depending on what the project is, and this would work with, both will work with this particular kit, so we can put both of those in. So this was a good example actually, looking through these now that I think about it, to show you the difference. I've got those. Some mini tags, that will work. And this is literally a couple of hours, one afternoon or in the evening, just sat and cutting bits and bobs out of books, going online and going on things like the Graphics Fairy and printing out images from there. These are pre-made, bought tags that were a gift. That will work nicely. The greens, that will work quite nicely as well. And by just spending even half an hour really, you'll get a really good sense of practice and knowledge from doing these. These are the little pre-made bought ones. Now I am seeing locks that would work, but I'm also mindful that I've got other projects on the go, so I'm trying to keep some aside for those. Douglas, no thank you. More of those tickets. Sorry, Douglas is running riot again. Have I already been through these? I think I have, haven't I? Yeah. So that's all my pre-made bits. I have got a basket here of stuff that I've been cutting out, ephemera pieces and things from the large kit. So you can see here we've got stuff that we can use to decorate things. when we come back to the next video, we can use some of these to start decorating our new little project. And all of this stuff I'm just going to pile into this basket. Ready. These were the ones I hadn't done. I knew I'd missed some. Yeah, I think that's going to be enough for today. So we've got all of our stuff ready. Let's just have a look at our journal and see how we're going on the glue side, because that's been there quite a while. We can take these clips off for now. Stick these back on my trolley. Move that to one side. Put that back in with the papers. So let's have a look. That is glued quite nicely that side. There's a little bit of liftage this side. So all I'm going to do is put some more glue along there. Hold that down. A little bit more up there. She says getting glue everywhere. Hold that bit down as well. Put the lid back on that before it dries. And we're just going to keep rubbing that down for a second just to make sure that it sticks. And you will find that this doesn't always go straight down, purely because we've got that string underneath. So there we have our journal, and as you can see, it's starting to flick out already. So we will need a closure for our journal, which we will do in the next video. So I hope you have enjoyed this mishmash. I'm sorry that the video cut out and you couldn't watch the entire thing, but I'm sure if you re-watch the first part, that will show you more than enough to be able to do the rest of the signatures. And thank you for helping me go through some of my ephemera and pick out what we're going to use. So I will hopefully see you in the next video. Blessings.